Hey everyone, it's me, Bree. I'm back again. I'm gonna be honest. Last week, I realized at like 1 a.m. I didn't make a video, and I was like, I barely know what I've been doing the last 2 weeks, anyways. Um, it's been a crazy time. So this last week was kind of hell with work, having a lot of annoying stuff happen, just pain in my butt, and then my keyboard, my little split keyboard that I was making from scratch, it has been a problem child, and I still love it, but I also hate it. You know how it goes. So today, I'm going to talk about a little bit of other stuff I've done this week, and then mostly going to rant about the keyboard is the big thing, I feel like. So today's going to be a real short one. First off, I want to talk about the anime season. It's in full swing now, and it's hard to keep up with. It's too many shows that I want to watch. Right now, I'm loving the adaptation of The Two Perfect Saint. My girl Philia is good. I shouldn't say what I want from the show in a YouTube video. Basically, I want her to be gay. Basically, sorry YouTube. I know this might be controversial, but as a manga reader, it's basically hitting my buttons perfectly. It has a lot of cute charm. I think it's great. As far as anime that I haven't seen before, or haven't seen like an adaptation of before, Mono is legitimately like probably my goat right now. This last episode was so charming, and it was like a great diversion from like what it normally is, while also expanding the cast. So I thought it was really sweet, and I'm excited to see more of it. I hope it keeps being this good. And I'm sorry to say, Apocalypse Hotel was kind of weak this week, but I will always stand Yachio because I love her reactions. I just hope that next episode is less gross. And then Yaiba continues to be a fun classic shonen. That one is like a big standout to me just because it is such a different vibe from everything else I'm watching. Now, the big one I really want to focus on is Food for the Soul. It was a real pleasant surprise watching, I think it was 2 episodes this week, and it makes sense to me that it's by the author of Nan Nan Biyori, because the girls look really young for college students. Like, I don't know if this guy could just only draw girls that look young. Just skill set, I guess, from drawing like the elementary school girls and whatever for Nan Nan Biyori. But the big thing is just that I am particularly in love with Hisuji, because her character design and personality are just designed to assassinate me perfectly. She's also the anime character whose at least nickname I'm most confident in remembering so far this season. Everyone else is like, oh, it's that one from that show. No, Hitsuji, I got her nickname on lock. But it's a great surprise. I'm hoping this stays good, and I'm hoping other shows I'm loving, like Loser Ranger and everything, stay good too. This latest Loser Ranger episode, having animated by C, I love this sort of plot. I'm glad we're finally past Season 1. Season 1 was so much build-up for Loser Ranger. I didn't even plan on talking about Loser Ranger. I forgot about it. But Season 2 has started real strong. I just wish the opening was better. Rest in peace, Season 1 opening. You were my fucking goat. It's okay. I can't run from it anymore. I gotta talk about the keyboard. So, the keyboard has had a lot of problems. So basically I started off by messing up the soldering in a way that meant I had to do a lot of desoldering. And it's like, sure, I put the diodes on, that was fine. But when I got to actually putting the microcontrollers and some of the other like systems on, that's where I messed up. Like the TRS jack and the reset button and the microcontroller. I put them all upside down at first. I had to desolder all of that bullshit, and then I had to put it on the right way. This took about 100 hours of my life away from me, and that's why I didn't make a video last week. I was so worn out by Sunday, and I'm still on the recovery arc from that. Between that and the bad work week, it was just a real rough week. So the good thing is that I was able to flash software, and that didn't work. Like the software, the firmware got on there, and now I'm having other issues. So I just got a multimeter, and I'm like, okay, let's see if this hardware is doing okay. After my, 100 years of desoldering, I was worried there could be some sort of, physical damage to the board. It seems like I was lucky enough to avoid that. So hopefully, as I continue testing things slowly throughout this week, I'll come up with ideas, I'll figure out what's wrong, and then I'll have a good keyboard by the next week or two. Because I'm trying not to rush it at this point, because I don't want to have these these days where I get off work and then I spend all night on the keyboard for minimal progress. That has been a bad pattern. So I hope I figure out what the failing point is right now, and I'm hoping work also goes better so that like I have a better mood going into things. Now, I will take this moment to bitch about work. I think every employer who expects low-wage employees to be able to go with the flow and do stuff outside their stated role that they were trained to do should explode. Give me more training if you want more from me, or die. Thank you. It's fun to talk about that. I don't even know if I should keep that in the video, but I'm not going to edit it out. So I guess it's going to be in there since I did say it out loud on the recording. Hopefully that doesn't get me in any trouble. I don't think a small account like mine should be noticed for that sort of problem. So, now, last two big things. As a personal treat, I started playing Last Epoch again. I always forget if it's Last Epoch or Lost Epoch, and it turns out it is Last Epoch. So, this is another action RPG. I've been having cravings for weeks. Since like February, I was asking myself, when does the new Project Diablo 2 season start? And then it turns out the Last Epoch season started way before that, so here I am now playing the new season, or patch, or whatever, of Last Epoch. It's been a great time, because last time I played it was around March or April 2023, like right before the last time I visited Bunny, which has been too long, but after I got back from that trip, I was like, I just didn't have the momentum to get back into it. So I'm really glad I'm back on it now. And it's been great fun. I'm enjoying it so far. But it only makes me want the new Project Diablo 2 League even more. Because the Project Diablo 2 season seems like it has a lot of fun changes that really appeal to me. And it has me tempted to play a throw barb. And, you know, that's just a little bit of slang. That's short for barbarian who uses throwing attacks. Just in case you couldn't pick up on that one. I had that written in the script and I thought it was corny. I didn't know how to deliver it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for past me. But I just gotta commit to the bit, you know? So, I haven't played a throw barb in ages. Like, I think I did like 2 in high school and that was like it. And I played a lot of Diablo 2 in high school. And, I think, depending on how brave I am, I might either go throw barb or Javazan. I think since you can now have rune words in throwing weapons, it might make it a lot more safe as a starter. Since that way, like, you can't just, like, get screwed over before you get, like, a good throwing weapon. I honestly don't know what sort of patterns people follow for throw barbs in Project Diablo 2. I don't know how the balance changes affect it, really. So, I'm going to be going into something exciting. Even if I pick Javazan, that's a javelin Amazon. Sorry, I won't do that bit again. But, I've never really played them because in normal Diablo 2 growing up, I was always a bow Amazon player. See, I skipped the bit there. I was very good. And, so it'll be a big change for me no matter what I do, and that's starting May 16th. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm hoping the work weeks around then don't just, like, crush me to death. And then, like, it'd be nice if it was, like, a little bit later just for lining up with Memorial Day, but I'm also just happy it's not too long of a wait. But I'm keeping it short this week. I just got too much in my head, and I want to go to bed early tonight. But I hope you all stay well, and I hope we all have good weeks, and hopefully I could just survive till Memorial Day next month, and then that will heal me with a 3-day weekend. I could really use a month-long weekend, but jobs are evil. Remember that, kids. Somebody tells you to get a job, don't trust them. But no, I hope y'all stay well. I hope I stay well. And please wait for news of my continued survival, hopefully next week. Bye-bye.